Hi guys, how are you keeping? So today we're gonna work on a Well and Butcher the Celebrated, and as you can see it's in a fairly poorly state. It's rusted, the scales are broken, and it's really bad. So first we're gonna remove the scales, they're going straight to the bin. The next thing I tried is to put the blade in white vinegar for a night. Been given the advice that it's good to remove all or most of the rust. Did some funky bubbles, and it kind of worked. It removed a good chunk of rust. The blade was totally black, and then I used a rotary tool and polishing paste, and this is the end polishing result, which isn't too bad at all. As you can see, it won't be perfect. Most of the celebrated engraved writing is gone. We can still see it, but we got now a nice shiny blade. So I put some funky orange scales on it that I had in stock. Doesn't look too bad, and now we're good to start our honing session. So let's have a look at the edge, if we can call it an edge, and see. Ooh, yeah, it's really oxidated. Yeah, it's pinched by oxidation. Yeah. So I hope that we'll be able to recreate an edge. And for this, we're gonna use the Atoma 600. It's a fairly aggressive diamond stone, but that's what we need. So we're gonna use my favorite tape, the Scotch 33 Plus. Really good one. Thin and super resistant. We're gonna use the Sharpie to check if the blade is perfectly flat. Usually I've seen a lot of weight with uneven blade, and this one has a smile, so we'll have to play with the wrist quite a lot. Bit of water. And that's it. So small circles, just to check if the Sharpie is going off everywhere or not. Sorry, not circle here, it's way in, way back and forward. So, okay, this is what I was afraid of. This is definitely a smile, but the blade is slightly twisted, wrapped. So the center of the blade, the sharp is gone, but on the heel and on the nose it's not. So yeah, we'll have to play with the wrist and curve the move. So now it's about trying to recreate the bevel and see if there is no more oxidation on it. Hopefully we won't have to remove too much steel. Let's try the blade and have a look under the microscope. Alright, so far it's a good surprise. There is no more oxidation, which is great. Yes, so we have recreated the bevel. That's good. We can clean the diamond stone, and we'll keep it for the next one. So now we're gonna move to our most favorite Shapton 1K. And because we use the diamond stone on the blade, I like to use the same diamond stone to raise a slurry on this one that will help to erase faster the marks of the diamond stone on the steel. Okay, so we can go with our small circle, and we're gonna start curving our move from the heel to the center to the nose. So you will see the more we are moving towards the next stone, the more I will curve the move and of course put less pressure on the blade. If we're not curving the move, the heel and the nose won't be properly honed and the blade will lose its smile. You can see some metal dust on the Shapton now. And we are done with this one. Let's have a quick look. Looks good. You can see the light beam on the edge. Let's try to see if it cut the hair on the fly without touching the skin. Yes, it does. That's great. So now let's have a look under the microscope. Not bad. Well, looking at the first bevel we had full of oxidations, it's not bad. We're good to move to another stone. Let's clean this one, dry it, and we're gonna move to our Shapton 5K. So same process. We'll use the diamond stone to raise a slurry on it. It's also a good way to re-level the stone. And from now on, we'll just use the X stroke. So X strokes back and forward. Don't need to put too much pressure, just make sure you have the right move, smooth, and following the shape of the edge. Yeah, the 5K is really magical for that. It's really flattening the tip of the edge. There's no more micro dents on it. Looking good. Again, we can clean the Shapton, dry it, and moves with our Nakayama Lv5++, so extremely hard stone, JNAT. And we're gonna start with the first slurry stone, an Asano Naguras. Thank you. So the Tenju is around 7-8k grit. So no need to put too much pressure on it, otherwise the stone might crumble a little bit and you will need to pick up the little bits from the stone as they might scratch the edge. What you want is a nice slurry, fine and with no bits in it. Yeah, we're gonna need to change tape. Slightly used and it could impact the way the edge will be. So at this stage you're just using the weight of the blade, nothing else. Nice slick move from heel to nose. That's it, let's try it. You can see the light beam, yep. And that's looking good. Most of the Shapton marks are gone. And we're quite lucky that the oxidation didn't go too deep in the steel. Now we can clean the stone. You do not leave the previous slurry, and that's the Asano Naguras Mejiro with a grit of 8 to 9k. So same process. Let's raise a nice slurry and bring it near us. So at the end of the move, I'm always trying to raise a bit the heel so the nose touch very well until the very end. If you don't, you'll see it under the microscope anyway. You'll see that it hasn't been properly honed until the end. Yeah, that looks good. Nice, well balanced and flat edge, that's what you want. And now we can rinse the stone once again and move to our last Asano Naguras, the Koma. So the Koma is a hardest Asano Naguras and it's grit around 12k. So this one will take time to raise a slurry and you will have less slurry and more fine, but that's what you need. Don't be tempted to put some pressure on it, just take your time. If you put too much pressure on it, you will scratch your bare stone. Nice move, and see, always raising the heel at the end. When I'm raising the heel again, the nose is being honed until the very end. Looks very good. Let's have a look. Also, yeah, looking really nice now. And now we're gonna move to our very last slurry stone, Atoma Naguras Nakayama Asagi. So same type of almost the same type of stone. It's a Nakayama, both the base stone and this one, but this one is Nasaki. So they're, I would say, almost equally hard. And this one will give you a brownish, grayish slurry. Very smooth, no pressure. And we just make sure that we're covering the entire edge. Perfect. So now we can dry our blade. We'll make sure to not cut yourself and to not apply any pressure when drying the blade on the edge, to not bend it. Looks good. Last check under the microscope. Yeah, that should do. So let's clean the blade, remove the tape. That's our razor. And now we'll bring it to the strop. So I will be using a Nakayama 70,000 and I will do on 150-200 laps on it. And now we can go for the hanging hair test. So this is probably a quarter hollow, I would say, in shape, so you can't hear anything. There will be no noise whatsoever. But doesn't matter, we can still see if it's cutting the hair or not. Yep, it's jumping over the blade, cutting straight, so looks good. Yep, very good. So then we've got to have a shave test, and I use one of my favorite combo, the Moon Soap Tobacco Flower. Superb smell and really nice shaving quality. The only thing is, I had two left hands when I used this razor, and at the end of the shave, I dropped the razor on the floor, which ended on tile, and the scales broke in two. So I had to change for a new scale again, and I went for blue. What do you think? Do you prefer the orange or the blue? I think I really like the blue. Anyway, that's it for today. Tell me what you think about the waves. I find that they're really good shave, but sometimes a bit finicky to shave, to hone, due to the type that sometimes the blade is not fully flat. Anyway, they're still great to have. They have great history, great shave, heavy blade, and that's it. Hope you liked it. If you did, I appreciate the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I appreciate it too. Thanks a lot. See you guys. Bye now.